Hey everyone, Sean Smithson here with Smithson Creations. So this is my first sponsored video. And it is going to be a sponsored video from Laguna Tools. They were nice enough to send me a Resaw King Blade. This is a 3/4 inch, 3 TPI carbide tipped Resaw blade that they have. Yes, it is their expensive blade. So in this video, I'm going to do a little review and show you guys about the saw, some things that I did to it, changed on it, and then we'll do some resaw work where I'll try and get as thin as I can with a couple pieces of wood, show you that, and then show you some cool things that I actually just learned today. So, well, one thing I just learned today that I thought. This is the Laguna 1412 bandsaw. I absolutely love it. Now, a few things I want to show you that I did different with this saw or added to it. Obviously I've got magnetized push stick. I was using it on a table saw, but I don't like this small one. As you can see, I got it caught in the saw. So I was like, yeah, I'm not using that. I'm going to use this for the bandsaw if I need to. I did get a light off of Amazon, LED light, that is magnetic, and they come with a little sticky tape that you can put on here. And I ordered 2 lights, one for barbecue, one for this one. So I've got one that I can put there, just wherever I need it, and can move it around. And this being able to bend is nice. Obviously customize it with stickers. And these Carter Product Fast Alignment System tools. These are great. They stick on the blade, and you can get your width from your fence to your blade, and they have a little groove in them. If I can show that right here. So that's where your teeth, because obviously your teeth alternate and stick out from the blade, so those will stick into it so that you can get an accurate width. So, and those come in 1/2 inch, 3/8, 1/4 inch, 3/16, and 1/8 inch. Fence is great. I wish it was a little bit taller, only thing, but and I wish there were slots in here to where you could add an adjustment to it. I'm sure something can be made using MDF or something, then just have it clip on the back here where you tighten it. Easy to make. I'm pretty sure you guys are all smart and could make something. The fence also will, you can flip it over and put it down lower as well. Added another light just in case. The dust collection on this thing is great. There are 3 different things that help with it, and I'm going to open up the saw, and I'm going to open up the bottom as well and show you. This plate here, when the door is closed, this will actually, let me tilt that up. This goes up, and then you tighten it, and what that does is the sawdust coming down from the bottom of the table directs it towards the dust collection on the back. Now when I open this, you have your brush on your wheel, which you're going to have to adjust. The back screw is a little bit difficult to get to, but that's to be expected. And then they have this piece that goes over the blade. You don't necessarily need it. Does nothing for the tracking with the blade or anything. You can go without it, but it's meant to help direct dust to the dust port back there as well. And that is called the insert block, and those are only $2 on their website. that you can get from them. So I was gonna buy some, but I decided against it. Talking to the guy, because he's like, it's just for dust collection, you really don't need it, because sometimes your blade will hit it and chip it up a little bit, but it's not bad. I was just being a little OCD about it. And so what else I did? Now, I don't have a dust collection system per se, or a dedicated dust collection system. So what I did, I went to Home Depot and got, in the plumbing department, it is one of those flexible plastic connectors, and this is the 3-inch to 2-inch, and obviously the band clamps. Just use those. Was able to tighten those down so I could fit that in there. Okay, so as you can see, what I'm using is the dust topper from Home Depot with a 5-gallon bucket. Cut a hole in the lid for the trash can. Put a plastic bag in it. I did have to put got a piece of melamine and cut a ring out inside, and this size on the inside of here so that it didn't suck in, because that's what was happening, and the bag would suck up into the back. But once I put that ring in there, it holds that bag down, so it'll be easy to pull out when I need to empty it. And obviously it goes down into the rigid shop vac, as you can see. So barely anything goes into that. Now I wanted to show you all something that I figured out today. I was vacuuming out and cleaning out the top and realized that the blade indicator comes out. It's a magnet. So at first I had thought before that I had left my blade tensioned and it stretched the blade out, and I would be able to get it to where I needed it to be, but then it always ended up in the red. But what I think happened, or really happened, was changing blades or something. I hit it and knocked it up. So what's cool is I've got it here because this is a 3/4 inch blade. So I've got it tensioned to where it needs to be. And I'm going to test it out with other blades too here in the future. But I'm going to draw, once I get it set, I'm going to change out I'm going to wait until I get a 1/4 inch blade, 1/8 inch blade, and all the smaller blades, and see how well they match up and see how good they work. And then I'll do a black marker and outline it so that I know that it needs to kind of be in that area. So that's not in the manual. They don't say that it does that, but it does. So it was pretty cool. I think it's a cool idea for it. Now it's rack and pinion, as you all know, with the changing the height of your blade. Now you've got your two locking nubs on the trunnions, and your table will go up to 45 degrees and you can lock it into place. Or there's a round plate here, and you can go down to, and mine will only go to 8 degrees before it bottoms out with the table. So it shows that it can go to 15, but this one is not doing that. It's going to 8 degrees. And then there, I'm flat. Again, just gonna make sure. And I'll unscrew this and make sure it's square, which It is? Okay. So I've got the bolt and nut that you can adjust there, and it is where it needs to be. I'm going to put this up here. Bring this down because we're going to be doing some recuts here in a little bit. And tighten this down, because if you don't tighten, there's a knob back here that tightens this and keeps this from rocking and locks it in place. Tensioning and pivoting the wheel, very easy. There's 2 knobs on the back, 1 on the inside to lock the wheel. This knob right here is, you tighten that to lock it so that your wheel doesn't pivot on you while you're cutting. This is what, so you loosen that and then you adjust this knob to pivot your wheel and track your blade. Tensioning bar here. This is what locks this into place so that it doesn't move back and forth on you. And when you raise and lower it, it won't go up or down. Tensioning wheel here. And this is what brings the blade and the guides up or down. And this is the, what is this? 1 3/4 horsepower motor, 110 volt. So it actually says 115 230 volt. Right. And what else? And yeah, that's all I did. And I use the Bosch Stick glide coat on the surface, so to prevent rust, stuff like that. 100% happy with it. I absolutely love it. And now here comes what we were talking about. Them sending the Resaw King Blade to me, the 3/4 inch Resaw King. Stick with me, and we'll go on to doing a few pieces that I'll resaw and show you guys how well it works. And here we go.
Now, as you guys can see, that has been very thin, very even. Just eyeballing it, it is very thin, and it is the same thickness all the way down. So
now we're gonna do. Let's see. Now let's go with a taller piece of board, and have to loosen this up to raise this up. That's in the wrong way. And obviously, as you know, when you're cutting, you want your guides just above what you're cutting. So it's right there, it'd be snug. So I'm gonna raise it up, probably about an 1/8 of an inch, or yeah, 1/8 of an inch up above it. And now we'll resaw this board and see what happens there. Now, this blade's awesome. Wow. That is thin, great, and I don't know if you can see that on camera, how smooth of a cut that is on there. I'll grab the bigger piece of wood. Just how smooth that wood is where I cut. So it is a smooth cut, very minimal sanding that you will have to do. So yeah, it's a great blade. So yes, do I completely agree? Yes, it's a sponsored video, but the results speak for themselves. The Laguna Resaw King Blade, is it worth it? Absolutely. I mean, that's pretty darn thin there, and yeah, I am super happy with it. The Carter product guides that I put on it are amazing. Not speaking bad about the ceramic guides that come with the saw. Those are great too, as long as you do the correct setup of those guides. But the Carter product guides are going to give you even more of an advantage, if I say so myself. And it's just an amazing blade, amazing saw, especially for beginning woodworkers who are looking for a good saw to buy. I completely agree with it. I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned a lot. If you have questions, please comment and ask. I've learned a lot about this saw and learned about from Alex Snodgrass, who has been a mentor to me with bandsaws and knows a lot about it, has 22 or plus years of experience with it. So, as you can see, results speak for themselves. So, if you're looking for a bandsaw and looking for a full-size one, this is the way to go. Now the Laguna 1412BX, yes, that one has a brake. Comes pre-assembled because it's one solid piece, so you don't have to put the base together and all that. Not sure exactly with the table and all that, but that is a great saw as well. The foot brake is an awesome accessory to have because you can press that brake, slow down your blade, and it shuts the power off to the machine. So that's another option. Yes, it is a little bit more expensive than the 1412, but it's worth looking at and checking out when you're considering buying a bandsaw. But my honest opinion is this is a great one. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and remember to like, subscribe, and share, and hope you guys learned something with me, because I learned a lot making this video and stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys next time. And I want to thank you all for viewing and being subscribers and sharing your comments with me. So see you guys next time.